Hi everyone, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer, and today I'm here with UAG's DOT cases for the iPhone 14 Pro. So these are quite different than the classic UAG cases that I've reviewed in the past, the Pathfinder, the Monarch, etc. So you've got a much smoother, sleeker feel. You've got liquid silicone on here. You've got relatively unobtrusive corner bumpers. These cases are lined with a soft microfiber, they're MagSafe, and they're rated for a 16-foot drop. And if you are into being color coordinated, you can get a matching MagSafe power bank for a really great look. So these power banks are only going to be 4,000 milliamp hours, so they're not that powerful, but they have an attractive aluminum stand, which is adjustable and extremely useful. Let's take a closer look at these products on my iPhone 14 Pro in gold. Looking at the construction of the UAG DOT case, this case is somewhat flexible, a little bit, but it's mostly a relatively rigid construction, not really soft and squishy. This material here is a soft touch liquid silicone on the exterior. Has a really pleasant amount of grip. We've got this attractive dot pattern here on the back. Little tiny bit of UAG branding here from UAG's U sub-brand, but it's not very obtrusive. And I do like the fact that we've got bumpers here in the corners, but they're very low-key, very understated. Overall, everything looks quite slim and smooth here. And size-wise, this is going to be just a little bit bigger than Apple Silicone case. So if you look at these two side by side, you can see that your UAG DOT case is going to be a little bit taller, tiny bit wider, and it is going to be thicker, but not hugely so. And it certainly should provide more protection than Apple Silicone case. It's rated for a 16-foot drop, which I honestly found a bit on the surprising side. It doesn't look like the sort of case that should be rated for a 16-foot drop, but that's what UAG is rating it for. And at least at the minimum, I certainly think it should handle ordinary everyday drops just fine. Putting your phone in this case is really easy. Just start on your left-hand side. Make sure your top and bottom corners are properly in place. Go to your right-hand side and then clip those on. So once on, we got a good fit here. So you got a little bit of give over your buttons. And going down to your port openings, this is a little bit worrisome. So this area here at the top is just rubber. There is nothing underneath the silicone rubber as far as I can tell. So I think that this is a weak spot in the case. The rest of the area here at the bottom is quite firmly fitting, but this one just kind of squishes back and forth quite easily. So I'm a little bit worried about that, but other than that, I think we got a good fit on here. As you can see, we have a nice amount of protective lip around the screen. I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here. This is one of Casetify's blue light blocking tempered glass screen protectors. So you can see we got a good fit with that. And if I didn't have this on here, you would have more visible lip, but even with it, you still have plenty of lip protecting your screen. Looking down here at our port openings, we've got asymmetrical port openings for an asymmetrical port design, so kudos to UAG for that. Great job. So as far as our lightning port opening is concerned, you shouldn't have any trouble fitting most third-party lightning cables here. You've got a nice big opening. However, I do remain concerned about this strip of rubber that goes across the top. It's quite flexible and I'm worried about its longevity. Right now everything looks fine, there's no sagging or anything like that, but I do think that this is an area of the case that you're going to have to be careful about. The areas here that go over your microphone and speaker areas are perfectly fine. They are reinforced, just not the spot that is right over the lightning port opening. So going around the sides here, you can see we've got our bumpers jutting out just a little bit, but they're fairly low profile. So I don't think that those are going to be irritating to anybody. This soft touch silicone material has a lovely feel in the hand and it gives you an excellent grip. Although as far as sliding in and out of pockets and handbags, you might encounter just a bit of resistance. This material also tends to pick up lint. Going here to our buttons, you can see we've got plus and minus on here for the volume buttons. And these are flush, so there's no button jut out here. These are reasonably responsive, but they are not the best buttons that I've encountered. They're okay. And going here to our mute switch area, this is quite small, so I can operate it without a problem, but I think people with larger fingers may have trouble. And then looking here at the view from the top, you've got a nice amount of protection around the screen. Good lip, excellent fit here with this Casetify tempered glass screen protector. And of course, if I didn't have that screen protector on there, you would have more visible lip. And then going over here to our side button, again, same deal. We don't really have a button jut out here. It's completely flush. You can see the little marking here where the button is, and it's responsive, but not super responsive. You do have to press just a little bit harder, I think, on the side button to get it to work. Looking at the back of the case, I think everything looks great. I'm a big fan of this dot pattern we have on the back. I think it's interesting because you have varying sizes for the dots in kind of a swirling pattern on here. Looks really interesting, and it has a pleasant feel underneath the fingertips, gives you a little bit of grip. Overall though, I don't think you need to worry about grip with this case. I find it to be quite grippy with this soft touch silicone material. So we got a little bit of UAG branding down here with their use brand. Overall, everything has a great look and feel. Very nice slim form factor. So this type of material I think is going to be good about ordinary fingerprints, but greasy fingerprints are going to show up. And also, once this gets dirty, I think it's going to be hard to clean. So looking here at the amount of protection you have for your protruding camera, you are well protected here. We've got a nice protective lip around that. And as far as wireless charging is concerned, you should be in great shape with regular Qi wireless charging as well as MagSafe charging, because this is a MagSafe case. So with Apple's MagSafe charger here, you're going to have a good amount of magnetic connection, basically the same as you have with Apple's cases, not really more or less, but everything is fine there. You're also going to be able to use this with other MagSafe accessories such as MagSafe wallets. So here is Apple's MagSafe wallet here. Everything is good. And then you're also going to be able to use this with my favorite type of MagSafe accessory, the MagSafe Power Bank. So this UAG Power Bank is their Lucent Power Bank, and this is smaller than your typical power bank in both size and capacity. So this is only going to give you 4,000 milliamp hours of power as opposed to your typical MagSafe Power Bank, which is going to give you 5,000 milliamp hours of capacity. So this one here by ESR is a 5,000 milliamp hour capacity power bank, also with a stand. And you can see size-wise, it is going to be wider as well as somewhat thicker, and it is heavier than the UAG. However, you're going to get about a 75% charge for a 14 Pro with this one by ESR, as opposed to a 63% charge with this one here from UAG. So definitely smaller in terms of capacity. So feature-wise, you got USB-C in and out here with this port. I wish that the port location was on the side rather than on the bottom. The bottom is not great if you want to be using this in kickstand mode for charging, because it's going to be blocked, but you can always put it on the side, so that will kind of work. And I'm also disappointed that they decided to ship USB-C to USB-A charging cable here. So personally, I would have preferred a USB-C to USB-C charging cable rather than this kind of old-fashioned one with USB-A. But if you have a whole lot of USB-A chargers around, then maybe that's going to be good for you. And of course, as is typical with power banks, you do not get a wall charger in the package, only the charging cable. So this type of power bank does need to be turned on in order to start. It doesn't have auto ons. You got this little power button here. And then when you attach it onto your phone, it's going to start charging. Everything is great there. You've got a little flashing charging light here. Shows you are charging. It's green, and then these over here are whitish blue. And they're going to show you how much power you have left in this. Currently, obviously, with 4 of these, we've got 100%. So it takes about 2 hours to charge this to 63% from 0, and then it turns off. The power bank itself takes a bit more than 2 hours to completely charge up. So everything looks lovely here. You've got a very nice kickstand functionality. You can adjust your angles here. And of course, you can also go with landscape as well. Overall, I think everything works well. And the magnets in your power bank are actually pretty strong, so you have a better magnetic connection in between the case and the power bank, as opposed to the other MagSafe accessories we were looking at today, like your charger here from Apple or this wallet from Apple. Those are good, but just not quite as strong as this. Removing this case from your phone is very easy. Start up in your top right-hand corner, push that off, go down to the bottom right-hand corner, push that off, and then pull out your phone. So checking out the DOT case in black, again, exactly the same case. Easy on, easy off with this case. Once on, we got a very good fit overall, except for that wiggly bit of rubber over your lightning port. Other than that, again, same nice amount of lip around the screen. Got a good grip on here. The buttons, only so-so. Tiny spot here to get to your mute switch, so not so good if you got big fingers. Lovely look here from the top. A little bit harder to press your side button than I would like. And looking at the back of the case, I'm loving the look of this dot pattern here. Really attractive. Has a pleasant feel underneath the fingertips. Gives you just a little bit more grip. Very unusual look. And I'm loving the look of the black with the gold iPhone. Great color combo here. So if you're a fan of MagSafe power banks and you like the look of the MagSafe power bank we were just looking at by UAG, there is a black version available, which is going to match perfectly, I think, with this case. I don't actually have that black version, so we can put the Orchid version on here and just imagine what it's going to look like. Again, you got to turn this on to start charging. Got a nice slim profile here, and of course this kickstand thing is pretty cool. So this could be black and it would look really great, but I think another really great look is going with white. So this one, this color they call marshmallow, and you got a classic white and black look there. With the marshmallow version, you have a silver aluminum kickstand. So I think that's a nice contrasting color there. And again, kickstand works really well. You can adjust the angles. You can go with landscape also. Definitely a cool addition to the case. And finally, we have this lovely cerulean blue color. Loving the blue color. Only problem with this blue color is that there is not a matching power bank for it. So there is a blue power bank, but the color is called Deep Ocean. And looking at the pictures online, it does not look like Deep Ocean and Cerulean are the same color. So unfortunately, I think you're going to be a little bit out of luck if you're looking for a matching power bank for this color. But again, you can go with a contrasting color. So putting this one on the phone, again, so easy. Everything looks great. Nice amount of lip. Not an ideal arrangement here with this spot over the lightning port, but other than that, it's all good. Very pleasant feel in the hands. Nice and sleek. And then looking at the back. Blue and gold, what is not to love? I think that this is such a pretty case. Feels great in the hand, super slim, and even if you can't go with a matching blue power bank, I think that this white one Looks really great. So checking this out, you can see got a great look to it. Can go on the side, can do all kinds of things. And it's really quite a slim profile. So definitely an option to consider. And you could even be super colorful and go with the Orchid. And the other option color-wise is definitely to go with the black one. Personally, I think that the blue and white is going to be your best bet. Really cool look here from UAG. So overall, I think we got some really great products here from UAG. I'm loving these dot cases. They've got such a slim profile, great feel in the hand, loving the dot pattern on the back, and of course, the fact that these come with 16 feet of drop protection is just really impressive. Also, I think the fact that you can get a matching MagSafe power bank for at least most of these colors is just a fantastic option. These may not be the most powerful MagSafe power banks out there, but they are among the cutest. Definitely some really cool products here from UAG. Again, we've been looking at the UAG DOT cases for the iPhone 14 Pro as well as UAG's Lucent MagSafe power bank. These products are both available directly from UAG as well as from other retailers, and the DOT cases are going to be priced at $49.95 and come in Orchid, Cerulean, Marshmallow, and Black, whereas the Lucent MagSafe Power Bank is priced at $59.95 and comes in the lovely Orchid and Marshmallow colors featured in this review, as well as black and a blue color called Deep Ocean. Many thanks to the kind folks at UAG for sending me out these samples to review. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer them. And do hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming reviews. Again, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day.